Storms. Before we get to that, want to let you know that we are live streaming on multiple platforms, from our 10 News app to YouTube to multiple other streaming platforms you might find on your Roku or your smart TV, and also Facebook. So no matter where you're watching us from, you can leave comments, ask questions, and as time permits, we will get to those. We'll have a live update on 10 News on the air at about 3 p.m. But here's the reason for the alert day that we've issued. It's for localized severe weather. So this is not going to be anything that's widespread. In fact, this afternoon, I really think our severe threat is pretty low just because of some of the clouds, the rain that we've seen between this morning and the early portion of the afternoon. I really think it's the second wave at night that's going to move into areas north of US 460. That has the chance to produce maybe some localized wind damage, because right now things are pretty uneventful for us. Whitfield's in the lower 70s, Blacksburg's in the middle 70s, and that air is not warm enough. It's not conducive enough to go producing any kind of severe weather. That's also the case in portions of the Roanoke Valley and the Lynchburg area, where we've already seen some showers and storms. You look out toward the right-hand side of your screen and you see, as storms have moved into a more favorable environment toward Farmville, Charlottesville, and toward Richmond, they've really kind of blown up and taken on more lightning, more heavy rain. As for our area, our immediate area, you've got a few areas that are showing some pockets of heavy rain, especially as you go toward the Pittsylvania and Halifax County line. That's just to the south of Alta Vista. I'll actually switch things to be right now. That way it's not getting too confusing for you guys. Should mention there's no watches, no warnings right now. Again, I think this afternoon round of scattered showers is not going to be all that intense because we've already seen some clouds and some morning showers and storms. But that's a downpour that as of right now is moving toward Brookneal, right again on that Pittsylvania, Charlotte, and Halifax County border. We'll take you into other parts of the area right now. The New River Valley, again, where things are not necessarily conducive for any sort of severe weather, but you do see some pretty widespread rain in Grayson County, around Galax, around areas like Woodlawn, moving toward areas like Carroll County High School and Sliders right there in Hillsville, but most of that south of Interstate 81. What we'll do here is we'll kind of switch things to a more regional view so that you guys can see what else is going on to our west and where the weather is coming from. If we can get things to cooperate. There we go. We'll take it to the national products here. We'll go to U.S. radar, and then we'll back up the view significantly here so you can see what else is developing to the west. So again, areas like Hickory, North Carolina, Asheville, they've seen more sunshine. So that sunshine has helped to warm them up more than it has us. And so that's going to give them the better shot for strong to severe thunderstorms here this afternoon. What we're going to wait on is another batch of showers to develop to the west and move through, especially after sunset. So between now and supper time, yeah, there will be some scattered showers and rumbles of thunder, maybe a severe thunderstorm warning or two, but I think that chance looks to be pretty low here as we head toward the peak heating hours of the day. After 9 or 10 p.m., we'll watch a cluster of storms moving in, mostly north of the Roanoke Valley. So I do expect some changes to the Storm Prediction Center's severe weather outlook as far as this evening is concerned. But yeah, if you're in parts of Craig, Botetourt, Allegheny, Rockbridge, Nelson, Augusta, Bath, and Highland counties, I could stand to see a stronger thunderstorm or two between the hours of about 9 p.m. and maybe 2 a.m. After that, it looks like the threat for severe weather goes down. Tomorrow morning, future tracker's not showing it, but I could stand to see a few light rain showers out there, especially near and to the west of Interstate 81. And then as we head deeper into the afternoon, this is 1 p.m. Between 1 and 5 p.m., I could see a couple storms developing in south side as our cold front moves through. So by 5 p.m. tomorrow, you're going to be looking at areas in the Highlands and the New River Valley where the humidity is actually not really that big an issue. The wind's going to be coming in out of the west, and it's going to help to make things feel a little more comfortable, where it's still going to be pretty steamy in south side, and that's going to favor south side for more storms than anywhere else. Then humidity levels continue to drop heading into Tuesday evening and into Wednesday. Now, as far as the updates on our app today, I sent one out at 1:30. We're streaming on it right now on the 10 News app, again on Facebook, on some of our streaming channels, and on YouTube. As far as our weather app is concerned, we'll send another update to you guys, a quick 30-second video at 5:30, another at 9:30. So we'll kind of track some of the remaining storms at 5:30. Then at 9:30, we'll show you when the humidity drops. But if you just stay tuned for another little bit, you'll get those answers here during our appcast. So appreciate you guys staying tuned with us. Today, 85 to 91, overnight 70 to 75. So again, very muggy before the wind starts to change direction. So today it's coming in out of the southwest, tomorrow out of the northwest, and it's going to help to make things feel much more tolerable as far as humidity is concerned by Wednesday and Thursday. So morning lows by then, they'll be in the 50s and 60s, whereas tomorrow morning is going to start out around 70 to 75 degrees. So that's because our storm system moves off toward the north and toward the east. Then by Thursday, another one staying mostly to the north. So later this week, I think storm chances are pretty limited. We'll turn hotter, though, late this week and into the weekend, especially this weekend and heading into early next week, I should mention. So you kind of see a flip-flop in the weather pattern where the jet stream is going to dip to the south in the western U.S. So that's going to create cooler, wetter conditions there, but it's going to rise in the eastern U.S. So what that means for us is we'll be hotter and we'll be drier. Again, that's going to be this weekend and into early next week. Allie, do we have any questions right now from the live stream? Okay, good deal. So no questions right now. Again, we're going to take you back to the radar here so we can see what is developing nearby and where the chance for stronger thunderstorms will be. Again, it mostly looks to be the North Carolina Piedmont. That's where they've seen more sunshine, more warmth. You also notice as you go toward eastern Virginia, strong storms really getting closer to Richmond, to Petersburg, north of Durham, North Carolina. So again, the severe weather threat for this afternoon looks to be pretty low for us. I do expect some changes to the severe weather outlook that's issued every day by the Storm Prediction Center because we've seen some morning rounds of rain that have kind of put a lid on our severe weather potential. This was never going to be an outbreak in the first case, but you do see just again some scattered showers out there, the heaviest of which looks to be just to the south of Alta Vista, Seneca, and Hurt. That's right there in Pittsylvania County. That's going to move more toward Brookneal once again. But again, not posing any kind of severe weather threat. You notice I have the lightning tracker on, not seeing much of anything like that for the time being.